I'm not normally a fan of kitchen gadgets that only do one thing, but I have to say, I am pretty obsessed with this one. Hey everyone, welcome to my temporary kitchen away from home in Burgas, Bulgaria. If you're new to this channel, I'm normally making dinner at my home in Canada, and I'm on holiday right now. So we're in Bulgaria, we're right on the Black Sea. I love it here. I could definitely see myself spending more time here in the future. So I've been cooking a lot of Bulgarian food and just being inspired by what's around me. There's lots of amazing tomatoes and watermelons and cucumbers in everything. I swear I'm on a cucumber diet right now. It's so good. If you didn't catch last week's episode, I did a little mini market haul and showed you a bunch of stuff that I found in the market and prices and everything, which is pretty fun. Today though, I want to talk about a Bulgarian recipe that I just picked up on my travels here. It's called Kyopolou. It's really simple to make, and it's just such a nice thing to whip up and have as a spread on some bread or some toast, or you can add a few spoonfuls into pasta and make it like a quick, easy pasta sauce. You can keep it in a jar in the fridge. This is all that's left of the batch that I made here. I've been having it on bread with a bit of cheese, and it's been so nice. The main inspiration for making this recipe was that I had access to this amazing purpose-built pepper roaster. This is called a Chushkopek. They're a Bulgarian invention. I've never seen them anywhere else in the world. Let me know if you've seen them anywhere else in the world. It's such a clever gadget. It's basically this cylindrical kind of roasting device where you can just pop in a single eggplant or 3 peppers. This one had a little divider so that you could pop in 3 peppers perfectly. And it roasts the vegetables so nicely. It completely blackens them on the outside, and then the inside is perfectly soft. If you don't happen to have a Chushkopek on hand, which I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't, no problem at all. Just roast the peppers and eggplants in your oven, or you can use your gas grill and grill them directly on the flame, or you can use a barbecue. There's plenty of ways to do it. If you do manage to find one of these, and I'm thinking I might start importing them into North America because they're so cool, you definitely want to use them in a well-ventilated space, preferably outside on a patio. Step 1 to make this Kyopolou was to roast the peppers and the eggplants. This eggplant was pretty big. It barely fit, but as it cooked, it started to soften a little bit, and then I could kind of like gradually get the lid on, so that worked well. And I roasted this in the Chushkopek for about, I want to say 20-25 minutes. It was pretty quick because that heat is just all around, completely surrounding the eggplant. And it just burnt the skin perfectly, and then the inside was completely soft and awesome. So I fished that out. And then I roasted the peppers. Those took more like 10-15 minutes. And then I grabbed a little pot and put the peppers and eggplant together in the pot with the lid on, just to let them cool and kind of steam, which really helps the skin come off. After about 20 or 30 minutes or so, I peeled the eggplant and the peppers. Whenever you're blackening peppers and eggplants, you never want to rinse away any flecks of burnt skin that are left behind. Leave them on there because that adds a really nice smoky flavor to the Kyopolou or whatever you're making. If you were to rinse those bits away, you would lose a lot of the flavor. For the peppers, I kind of squeezed the pepper seeds out of the inside of the peppers with my fingers. I could have done a better job of this. You can do a better job of this. There were definitely some seeds left behind, but it's okay. And then I chopped those up really finely. So I didn't have a food processor, but this would be made really, really easy if you had a food processor. You can just pulse the eggplant and peppers in the food processor along with the garlic and 1 tomato. And once that's finely chopped, not too fine, you want it to be fairly coarse, but once that's finely-ish chopped, you can add the roughly chopped parsley, give that a few pulses, add some lemon juice, add some salt, and you're done. And you get this really nice, fresh, summery spread. Eat it hot, eat it cold. Oh, it's so good. And that's it. That is the Kyopolou recipe made possible by this amazing Chushkopek. The whole recipe is up on howtomakedinner.com if you want to follow it to the T. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and there's plenty more to come from Bulgaria over the next few weeks. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you hit the like button, and let me know what you'd like to see next from Bulgaria, because I'm here for a bit. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.